tutusi, masalimuot. Ganyan ang proseso ng pagtukoy sa mga may sakit at kanilang nakasalamuha kung tutuusin. Ang ahensyang nakatutok, ang lead agency sa contact tracing, ang Department of Interior and Local Government. Kausapin po natin ngayon si DILG Undersecretary Bernard Florese. Yusek Florese, good evening po.
Yes, Pia. Good evening, and of course to our televiewers.
Yes, Yusek Florese, napakatindi nitong trabahong contact tracing. Hindi ito biro, napakamasalimuot. Can you give us a brief overview muna? What are we looking at? Ano ba yung kailangan gawin dito?
Uh, Let me just give you a backgrounder of why DILG. Supposedly, contact tracing is the job of the local epidemiology surveillance unit, which is under the DOH. But of course, we know that DOH is already overwhelmed and they lack people on the ground, meaning their offices are only down the regional offices. But the provincial and municipal health offices are devolved to the LGUs. And so it was given to the DILG, and Secretary Anyo really would like this to be given to our local chief executives because they should be on top of the situation. Now, the contact tracing is part of the T3 program of the government, particularly the DOH. This is the framework of trace, test, and then treat. So
Test,
very
trace, and treat.
yeah,
Yes.
very important ang contact tracing, which is actually the best, the first step. Because how can you test somebody? How can you treat a patient if you will not start from contact tracing? Yeah.
All right. So, Yusek Florese, when you say DILG kasi is tapped, ano, ang ginagamit din po dito PNP because the Philippine National Police ay isang bureau ng DILG. So, you have your PNP regions, your provincial offices, municipal offices, city offices that are working for this, right, sir?
Yeah, it is supposed to be led by the local epidemiology surveillance unit. However, we know that not all LGUs have their respective lesus. And so the co-chair is the chief of police and the members would be other members of the PNP, and then we have the Bureau of Fire, we have the PAPCOM, and then we have the municipal health officer, and then the barangay health worker. So, 7 sila lahat as a team.
Okay. All right. So, pag-usapan po natin, Yusek Florese, yung detalye, no? So, paano ito ginagawa? So, alam na natin sino yung gumagawa. Paano ito ginagawa? Meron bang flowchart ito? Halimbawa, DOH, di ba, may flowchart kung may sintomas, kung wala, ito yung gagawin. Is there a flowchart for this? What exactly does the PNP and the local DOH do when we talk about contact tracing?
Basically, there are 3 steps in contact tracing. Number 1, you have to identify the patient or the one who is positive of COVID-19. After identifying that person, you list down the close contacts. And from there, you again contact trace these close contacts. And then the third step is monitoring or follow-up. So those are the three steps. And ito naman, tulong-tulong to, not only the DOH, not only the DILG, but even the Bureau of Fire, no? Lahat ito, as members of the contact. Yeah.
Right. Right. Yeah. Yusek, I'm sure maraming challenges ito, no? Kasi ang contact tracing, you have to talk to people, right? So it's like parang investigador, parang detective, parang journalist din, no? Ang dami mo kasing kailangang tanungin doon sa ini-interview doon sa pasyente at sa kanyang mga close contact. Is that correct, Yusek Florese?
Yeah, marami talagang challenges. But despite of that, no, unang-una, we were able to organize around 2,000, more than 2,000 contact tracing teams, and half of them were already trained. Now, as we go on our contact tracing, we are facing with some challenges. No? Number one, uh, the data sharing because of the Data Privacy Act. No? The patient would not want to, of course, to reveal his name. And then if we are able to identify him, but he would not want to give us out his close contacts, meaning ayaw niya ibigay yung kung sino nakasalimuha niya. Now, kung in case he gives it, uh, the problem also is sometimes they do not know the address or they do not know the contact number, the cell phone number. So how could we get the link? That is one challenge. So the second one
Mm.
is uh, the data sharing, and of course they do not want this because of discrimination. So yun ang malaking challenge
Okay.
dito sa contact tracing. Yeah.
Okay. Final question na lang po, maikling, sagot na lang po sana, Yusek Florese. Meron naman pong mga success stories. In other words, we have been able to, combat COVID-19 because of contact tracing.
Yes, meron tayong sinasabi kasi principal and then second generation and then third generation. So far, from the basic one, we were able to contact trace 61,000. So that means the ratio is 1:6. No? From one patient, we are able to contact trace 6 persons na naging nakasalamuha niya. And then finally, uh, as of the moment, we have a total of 171,000 who were contact traced. Yung third generation na ito. So itong 171,000, ito na yung ina-advise natin where what do you do, and then you need to isolate yourself, and then stay at home,
Mhm.
or those are the things.
Okay. Alright. Maraming salamat po, DILG Undersecretary Bernard Florese. And sir, I'm sure you want to appeal that people just cooperate with all these contact tracers. Salamat po, Yusek Florese.